My needle drops. What's up? How's it going? Joel. Good video response. Thank you for trying to address my issues, my questions, and also, before we get into this video, can we all just appreciate that Joel was right about there being another Miley shocker between now and the release of her new album. Good job, Joel. Ah! All right, so right now you seem to have this issue about pop music and maybe even indie music too becoming more homogenous because everybody is prolifically pumping out all of these albums without any downtime between the albums to kind of progress their sound, evolve their sound, think about where they want to move next. However, I think there are just as many, or maybe even more, just saying, examples of artists releasing some of their best music in this really quick succession and still having an incredible impact on the world of music at large. Now, given these bands didn't really release music, good music, great music, for the long term, but I think you could say that right now, Bob Dylan, for example, with there being so much more space between his albums these days, wasn't any more inspired than the stuff he was releasing in the 60s. And you have a band like Rush as well, who it seems that these days they're allowing more space in between their album releases than they ever have. But it's taken them up until I think the point of last year to actually put out an LP that some fans would agree is just as pleasing as some of their old stuff. The fact of the matter is that there are plenty of artists out there who have contributed greatly to the culture of music, to the world of music, whether it be underground or popular or mainstream, whatever, and they sort of put out music really fast, they crashed, they burned, and they left pretty little discographies that we all worship to this day. And there are examples out there of artists who are bolder than your average pop star, much bolder, and being incredibly prolific is kind of their MO. And honestly, even though there are a lot of artists out there who are constantly putting out music, I don't think the art of simmering has completely disappeared. Artists like PJ Harvey, Tom Waits, Beach House, Animal Collective, Arcade Fire, Deer Hunter, and Of Montreal too have all left a decent amount of space in between their records. I don't really think it's all coming down to space between albums or simmer time, but whether or not the artist in question is willing to challenge themselves with every release. It may take an artist a little bit longer to challenge themselves and kind of push themselves to that next plateau. It may take 2 to 3 years. For some, it may not. My question to you is, if creativity in music is going to continue to exist and there's going to be bold music somewhere in the future, is that boldness going to be coming from the underground? And I know there are chart toppers out there who make some fantastic music. I just think that the underground is really where interesting music is at right now. Let me know what you think, Joel. Anthony Fantano, blah, questions, conversation, reflections, forever.